One day, there was an ongoing festival. Then we can see here are two ladies that belong to the student council. Suddenly, the cultured wind was doing his job, and the eyes of the boys were blessed by the underground sacred relic. The boys will get the cancel culture at this moment. However, the blue-haired lady, which is the student council president, continued blessing the eyes of men, because she wanted to make everyone happy by her goddess sacred relic. After that, the main character was introduced, and he was the vice president of the student council. He was very busy from this festival, so he turned colorless. Then the president saw the vice president, and she was giving him some words of encouragement. By the way, these two characters have a special relationship, and it seems like they were in love with each other. However, this cultural anime was not romantic at all. Anyways, the two persons were going to check the booths, but the president just wanted to have a bonding time with him. The main character is your typical dense anime character who don't care about the girls loving them. So, you can see his stupid reaction as always. However, the main character wanted to make a comeback by using his Sigma Riz moves. They were now about to kiss, but the main character was not moving forward and waiting for the blessings to land. Therefore, the NTR man interrupted this wholesome moment. The NTR man yellow was giving some special juice for free, and he wanted Miss President to do a taste test. After drinking, she suddenly felt the cultural energy, and they all left ignoring the power of darkness, while the NTR man was successful with his mission. The main character and Miss President went inside a haunted house booth, and Miss President was getting overpowered by the cultural energy. It is important to hold hands in this dark place, but the main character was so beta, and he was not holding the important things in his life. Therefore, the NTR man took this opportunity of them being separated, and the NTR man grabbed Miss President. Unfortunately, she thought that it was the main character, and she was happy with this forceful grip. Meanwhile, the main character have finally gained some night vision after adjusting to the darkness, but he cannot see his future anymore. The NTR man was a helpful person, and he was carrying her heavy assets. Then the NTR man did a YouTube unboxing video, and Miss President still thinks that it was the main character giving her some bonding moments. In addition, the NTR man keeps on doing his kindness by giving her a helping hand. Then, a refreshing crystal clear mineral water was produced to beat the summer heat. After that, the NTR man was now ready to attack the pure sacred sanctuary. However, Miss President wanted him to stop, because she realized that it was not the main character. For some unknown reason, she was not running away from this situation, because logic is already running away from this cultural anime creation. Therefore, the NTR man gave her a graduation ceremony. Then she suddenly realized that the NTR man was the guy giving drinks before. The NTR man was doing the NTR activities right now, and even the NTR man was surprised that she was not resisting. It seems like the author of this anime have deleted the brain of Miss President. Anyways, her hands were not tied, so she can freely slap or punch the NTR man. In addition, she can also roll over and break the unholy weapon of the NTR man. However, resistance was not in her vocabulary. Huh? All of these events were recorded for documentary purposes, and she was just letting the NTR man win. Then the NTR man served his unholy milkshake to celebrate his victory in conquering the president. Meanwhile, we can see the beta main character, and he was now blushing at another woman, because he notices her bouncing feature.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
This yellow-haired lady was also a member of the student council. By the way, she received a text that Miss President was feeling unwell and went to rest. However, it was actually a text created by the NTR man using Miss President's phone. Anyways, the NTR man was not contented yet, and created a part 2 of this unholy clapping exercise. The NTR man knows that she recognized from the start that she was receiving the NTR's unholy extra-large sword. She was able to compare, because she did the gulp gulp 3000 to the main character before. However, the main character did not level up towards the clapping culture after that. So, the NTR man was now continuing the unfinished business of the main character. Then the NTR man keeps on planting the unholy seeds of NTR. After that, she apologized to the main character for being away, but it seems like her apology have double meaning. One day, they noticed the student council president was always looking tired. Well, it was just normal occurrence, because the president was working hard to serve the NTR man. The NTR man was mad at her, since she arrived late when she was called for service. Therefore, the NTR man punishes her with overfeeding, and he was making sure that she will drink every single drop of milkshake. After that, the NTR man was doing an unboxing session on her sacred sanctuary, and the NTR man discovered the hidden waterfalls. It was much better than the 7 wonders of the world, so the NTR man explored that place. She was creating some naturally occurring sounds, because the NTR man was using his powerful drilling equipment. Then the yellow-haired lady heard the construction sounds, so she went to the balcony to investigate. However, she cannot see any construction worker, because the NTR character were beneath the stairs. Anyways, the unholy clapping exercise was continued, and the NTR man was commanding the president to wear a culturally sacred relic next time, because her under armor doesn't pass the standards of a graduated mature woman. In the next scenario, it was an amusement park event, because they wanted the president to have a relaxing time. However, their peaceful day is not going to be peaceful at all, since the blonde lady was missing. Then Miss President received a very alarming message from the NTR man. Meanwhile, in a secluded place, the NTR man was clapping the blonde chick, and the NTR man was bringing his NTR friend along. Then the NTR man was inviting Miss President to join their weekend party, and NTR man wanted her to bring his beta boyfriend too. Instead of reporting to the authorities, Miss President bring the main character to the underground party, and the main character was tied and beaten up. In addition, Miss President was not showing remorse that the main character was beaten up because of her. So, this is all a trashy situation, and the NTR culture was getting flexed in front of the main character. Miss President wanted to reject the NTR man, however, she was just letting the NTR man do the clapping activity. Meanwhile, the NTR friend was having some bonding session with the blonde woman, and they were talking about the 9 months inflation. Then Miss President heard that conversation, so she was interested in that condition. It was a painful event for the main character, but he will continue watching to gain more emotional damage.
Stop it. Get some help.
The NTR man was now enjoying his evil activity, and Miss President complimented the NTR man's massive weapon with a 5-star review. Then she was making excuses to the main character that she was forced to say that, even though she was actually spitting facts. In addition, she was also spitting some golden water cannon. Meanwhile, NTR friend was a farmer, and he was planting his unholy seeds without a sense of responsibility. Then Miss Blonde was delighted by that trashy treatment, because she was also mess up. Anyways, the NTR clapping exercise have a part 2, and everything was just pure darkness and evil, but in the form of color white. The next day, the main character was called in the student council room. He thought that he will get a chance to clap. However, the NTR man debated the main character, because the NTR man wanted the main character to become his audience in his live NTR show. The main character did not accept the free VIP tickets, because this is just a pure brain damage with 100% concentration. In addition, his girlfriend was joining the NTR group activity, and the main character will just let this nightmare continue. The NTR man was using the cultural photos to his advantage, and NTR man will not spread those photos if the main character will keep his mouth shut. Anyways, the main character can simply cancel all of them by collecting evidence. However, he was too coward to make a move, because the author did not give the main character a balls of steel. So, the main character will be the only one suffering, while his girlfriend is enjoying the NTR culture. That's the end of this cultural anime recap, and thank you for watching. By the way, please don't look for the sauce, because the NTR energy is not healthy.